Hello, hello, beautiful humans. Welcome to another episode of Teach Gen Tech. Today we have Jay and Homie with us. Yay. Jay, because you're on the announcement. So, Jay, you get to go first. Please introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up? I'm Jay, Jay Miller, I guess. That's my kettle saying my tea is done. But we're good there. I'm a senior cloud advocate at Microsoft in the Python space, and I am here to do JavaScript things, which is, hold on. It's going to be a wild one.
He is a Pythoner,
Yeah,
Pythony,
Pythonista.
Pythonista. Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. Pythonista. And Homie, do you want to introduce yourself?
Homie coder. Uh, I'm not sure. Is my camera working? Yeah, it seems like
It is. It is. Yeah, I'm like, Homie's the person behind. He's everybody's homie. He is the homie behind the scenes doing everything, making magic happen.
Yeah, so just learning new dev. Just got into it. I ran into Jen. Love the stream. Love helping. Love getting involved. Jay's awesome. So we're working on this project that they'll explain, and I'm glad to be here and help out. Yeah, this is cool.
Yay!
I love the humility because like Homie has done the most work out of all of us so
Yes.
far. Like if I look at the PR records, Homie's just like I'm literally looking at PRs that I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go ahead and merge those, so let me do that. All right,
Right?
yeah.
He is a legend. He is a legend. Homie the legend. He's like what every homie should be.
Hey, what's up, AJC?
Hello, Anthony. I agree with you. And yes, we are going to talk about. I feel like you should introduce it, Jay, because you. This is like your brainchild that we're doing, so you get to introduce it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna try at least. So I created this VS Code extension a while back. Oh, homie's gone. I don't know what happened. Um, I created this VS Code extension that does one thing and does it really well. It adds a code of conduct to a project, and I shouldn't even say it does it well. It just does it. I've found some ways that I could improve it, and I plan to get to those things, or maybe have other people contribute those changes. Um, but yeah, and the whole reason behind this was there's this thing that is being talked about more in open source development, which is like community and project health. And one of the best ways to gauge that off the jump is by looking at the GitHub community standards. If that project's on GitHub, if it's not on GitHub, then I mean, I think GitLab might have community standards too. But when we look at this, like the idea is pretty simple. There's a few things that you can do. Like, does your project have a README? Does it have a code of conduct? Does it have a contributing document? Does it have a license, a security policy, issue templates, PR templates, all of those things? What are the things that you can do to make your project, one, more accessible to newcomers, as well as just to give people a sense of, okay, this is a project that care has been put into it. And I decided to donate my code of conduct, project, and hopefully we can crib another project that exists already called, add a license. And then from there, use this as a way to give people a quick gauge when they open VS Code, which is, disclosures. I work for Microsoft. We make VS Code. That's a whole thing. But when you open up a new project in VS Code or when you clone a project, the first thing you should see is the health score. And that says like, all right, here are some simple things that you can do to get this health score up and really start to work on building out this ecosystem that promotes better community standards across the platform and do it in a way that's easy. And I'm sure homie can talk to how difficult just adding the basics can be at times. You should do that now.
It's a list, especially especially if you weren't aware of them. There's a lot of stuff, but it's all good stuff to add, and it should be in every repo. And it's kind of creating that standard to make sure that everybody's kind of operating on the same field. It gives you all the tools that you need to make sure that you have contributors. They're contributing according to what you set up previously, how you want your repo to flow. Keeps everybody accountable. And there's those that step outside of the rules, but with these things already in place and these policies, you can deal with that swift and move on with your progress, because everything's already spelled out. Every repo should have it. And it's a good practice to get in. And what Jay was kind of spearing up and heading up was that everybody should have it, but it's a little bit difficult to do. And it takes a little work and research and process. So we're trying to shorten that down so that, every repo, even the smaller repos, can have, the full community standards met.
Yeah.
Ditto everything they said. I'm hanging out to learn how to do it. And also, just the really cool practice of this is being able to learn how to work together on a project as more of a newbie in the dev side of things, and also being able to see how, as from a newbie point of view, I'm like, I don't know how to go about this or what to do, because I'm like, yes, there's like what the project is, and I know how to go find all of this, and like what they're saying makes sense, and going over here to community standards. But even like security policy, adding it over here and going, okay, this is security policy, got it. Okay, I can do research here, but then that's going to take up so much time and could get me like derailed from what I'm already working on. Or, for example, a pull request template, it doesn't link anywhere. So, trying to go, what's a pull request template? I don't know. I'll go Google. So it's like, I love being a part of this crew to be able to do all of this. And a big part of where we were at, which, by the way, you can come join us and contribute. I will paste this here shortly as soon as my computer wants to load.
Yeah, while you're working on that, that was going to be one of the things that I wanted to throw out there. And no, homie's extension is actually probably more visible than mine. Mine just does one thing and then you never touch it again until the next project. Homie's got stuff out there that streamers can use and quickly promote what theme and stuff he's using, which is great. Which I will shout that out for him. But we definitely want. Like, this is designed to be a project that the people that it benefits the most get to work on. I had a good conversation with a friend that was talking about, like, it's funny how, like, people who have to deal with the most stuff tend to make things that reduce the amount of stuff that they have to deal with. And it's like, if you're a beginner, like, we're trying to make it so that you can easily identify the projects, which also shout out to Open Sauce, because I've been talking to them in the back channel and they're heavily interested in what we're doing, because they want to see, like, again, it's their whole job is making open source contributions easier for people. And we're doing the same thing. We're making it so that, like, oh, hey, anybody can just jump in and, like, know that, one, they're not going to get harassed. Two, if they need help, even filing an issue or submitting a PR, all that stuff is there to help them out. And then at the end of the day, like, you can focus, like Jen said, on just doing the thing, like making the changes that you want to make.
When I thought about it,
What was that?
and when I thought about it, Jay, when you spread this up, I was thinking about it the last couple of days, and it's weird, right? There's this shift in the tech and web dev and web development. For a lot of the companies are now making big company, big products tangible for smaller organizations. For example, like, using Next.js, huge companies can use that, and they're bringing that down. Like, a lot of the software is coming to where a newer person can use it. And I think that's kind of where you're hitting with this, if I'm making sense, that every project can have this without a team to do it, or without somebody that's specializing in community standards. Everyone has access to this in their project, you know.
Yeah. That said, we had some things that we were going to try to knock out today, and I think Jen's supposed to be driving, and we're kind of here to pair. Uh,
I don't know. I just wanted well, I'll ask the two of you, which you can say no. Do you mind if I share a bit about our chat? Because I want to show people where I was really getting stuck and
sure.
how Jay explained it, and then how I'm still stuck. And I think a lot of it, this is a big reason I can struggle with getting these projects done. This is something that I've been deal with on a regular. So it's not just something that is like code specific. This is me dealing with my own neurodiversities when things don't click. And this is a big reason I want to share this part as well. So cool. I get that I want to go to issues and I want to like, add, and I was looking at this one, which was add a templates folder. And I asked the team about it and I was like, yo guys, like, what is the next step? Like, how do I go look at this? And we were talking about doing, what is it called again? Now I have to look what it's called.
Working with OctaKit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
OctaKit. And so I was like, okay, cool. What do I do? Because it was making sense. And as I said, I will share this one part with us. Is I was like, do I build an app and then put in OctaKit with it? And so Jay was very kind and was like, hey, here are the steps. And even reading the steps, I'm going, but wait, my head is saying like your steps make sense. They do. I just don't know how to do it. And this
So,
is really where I struggled.
and that's kind of, I mean, that's just the nature of it. In some cases, because we're still in that planning stage. Like the only code that we have is code that already existed. But one of the things that I wanted to do is come together and figure out. And I think I even put it in a comment like right up like before that of like, hey, we're not even sure how we're going to go about some of these things. So what we kind of need to work on first and foremost is like, one, let's just figure out how we want to present this information. And one of those things was like, add code of conduct. The way that works is it is completely divorced from GitHub's API, which is, they have a JavaScript wrapper called OctaKit. This doesn't use that at all, and that was intentional. That was so that I could ensure that anyone could add the license of their choosing. And even then, there's like thoughts that I'm having, like we may not even want to go down that road, or I may want to pivot from that road of saying just like the components. Homie has been doing a lot of work in terms of like adding like security.md files and stuff like that. And one of the biggest challenges there has been like, what do we need for those specific like files? Because if you just copy what GitHub has, they worry about bug bounties and like all this other stuff, and most developers are not going to need to worry about that starting out. So like, how do we like balance that? And right now, what I was trying to get across was, can we first start with, let's identify what exists and what's missing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where kind of those comments came in of like, for that OctaKit, that work's already done. We just need to access it. So what I was hoping we could do is just get into a Scratch project that is like nothing of importance. It's just like, we're just going to build some stuff and then make it, if we get it working, then we can take what we've learned and then apply that to our extensions.
And again, that totally does make sense. And thank you again for the explanation. When people are saying, let's start a Scratch project, I think that's where I might be getting lost of like,
throwaway project that at the end of the day means absolutely nothing, and we're only using it to learn how to do the things that we're going to do, and then later on we'll worry about getting that incorporated into the extensions. So this is just a blank folder where we're all starting from zero, but we're doing it together.
Okay. So I think that it sounds weird, but so blank folder
Mm-hmm.
within our repo, or
Nope, not even in GitHub. On
that
your
is
screen. If we want to do the same thing along with you, we can do it with you. But at the end of the day, no one this does not exist. This project does not exist.com.
okay. And I think that's a big part where I was getting lost because I was like, I skip steps, and it's so frustrating that I'm like, but it just doesn't make sense. All right. So if I'm making a Scratch project, I'm basically going to VS Code and starting a new new project and starting from there, right?
Kinda, yeah. Let's just jump into a window and we'll walk through it.
Neat. All right. So let's go to VS Code. Maybe. I don't know where it is. I always get the icon. I always lose the icon. I don't know how, but I do.
It happens.
And we'll do, oh, no, I want to do a file.
You will want to create a folder, but yeah, I mean you can just do like new file and then create a new folder in that file or whatever.
Like, I'm not used to doing it from this.
And just call it like OctoKit Learn or something like that. Just,
That's not how you spell it, y'all.
that's
But
fine.
that's how we're gonna do it today. All right.
Project doesn't exist, so it's perfectly fine.
And I do find this oddly awkward because so many people are gonna be like, "Yeah, Jen, this totally makes sense," and I'm like, "No, it's not making sense on doing even these like very, very basic things." And I want to call out that I don't know if it's just a me thing or an ADHD thing, because executive dysfunction also talks about organization. And
Mm-hmm.
organization is, at least for myself, it'll show up where somebody's giving me these steps or there are steps and it's just not making sense. So it's a big reason that I'm really excited that we're doing this together, because you are one of the most patient teachers I've ever met. All right, I'm creating a new folder file and
Don't even need to do that.
oh, sweet. Okay.
Let's open up the terminal in there. And then we're gonna. So the first thing that you do with it, most JavaScript projects that you're gonna want to work with is install what you need. You could do npm init, but we're not even going to do that. We're just going to npm install our is it OctoKit? Is that what it is? OctoKit.js. Again, I don't do JavaScript like that, so I want to say
Not that I can spell, but
it's OCTO kit.
S. And y'all, I will put this in the chat as well. And yes, I could go through this, but I can probably just do install and Google it.
Yeah, I get it.
NPM. No. Why do I feel like I'm just like not seeing this stuff?
So we know that OctoKit exists now, so we can just do npm install OctoKit.
And that's just how
Yeah.
did you see that was you just knew it was OctoKit, or is it just like putting two and two together that, oh, it's probably npm OctoKit install OctoKit, or
So npm install is always going to be the way. I mean, unless you're using something like Yarn, which
Yeah.
there's another one. I tend to just default to npm because that's what I was taught. I know some things are Yarn. I think when we go to, I think it's OCO. If that installs something, yeah. Um, OCTO kit. Um, but I know when we go to the actual VS, like the actual VS Code extension, it's going to be Yarn. I mean, if we want to do Yarn install OctaKit, like we can. I don't think it matters. Like again, this is a throwaway project, so at the end of the day, like, okay, cool. Package
Yeah.
was installed. Um, can you just type in node? I think that's what you do. Yep. So now let's do. How do I use this?
I can do the live share,
Yeah,
so
do
you can
that.
now get
I
into
don't
it.
know if it's going to give you a link. You probably shouldn't share that publicly.
Okay. Well, I will do I mean, that's a good call. We'll just do this, then nobody can see it.
Yeah,
Yay.
there you go.
So let me authorize some stuff really. I love how it like makes you log in to just be able to do that. I'm like, I've used it with the GitHub before, but nope, we
Mm-hmm.
gotta reauthorize everything, which is fine. Stand by.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, ding, ding.
Why is it asking for app? That's interesting. Oh, because I think it's all TypeScript stuff, which is that'll be fun. And the reason I didn't want to just like look at what some other projects are doing, because I mean there are other people that are using OctaKit. The
Mm-hmm.
problem that I have with that is my TypeScript is very limited. And what I've learned is that a lot of the stuff that people do always like throws me off. So I'm just like, I don't know what we're doing here. And then like at the end of the day, I'm like, this was a waste. So it's good to just learn it together.
I dig that. And I just sent you the link. So and then also the other reason why we are doing this is because we're going to have Josh on every other Friday doing TypeScript. So this is the project that I can actually work on while I'm learning TypeScript too.
Awesome.
As well.
I did not get a link if you sent it.
In
Oh, did
the
you sent it in private chat? That's probably
yeah,
why.
I like to make it difficult. So what up, Ryan?
Now I'm trying to figure out how I can do the live share. Oh, join. There we go. There we go. I think I'm there. All right. So I'm gonna throw a small curveball here.
Yeah, you joined.
I can't. Can I see your terminal window? Maybe.
I don't know.
Can let's see. Are you typing in that window? Can you do like ls really quick?
Oh,
Oh, wait, what? ls is not defined? Oh, because you're still in Node. That's fine.
oh,
That's fine. Okay, no, that's perfect. I can see what you're typing. All right. I'm not gonna see if I pick my nose or something. I'm sorry. I'm not staring at the camera. Such is life.
that's kind of what like I've realized. I'm just like, you know what? I may do awkward stuff streaming. If people see
Exactly.
it, they see it. It's
Yeah.
what it is.
So what we're trying to get to is the GitHub's REST API for community standards. which I think I shared in Discord once upon a time, and it's not an easy reach. They made it relatively complicated. Where is that? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna just throw it in the chat, and I'm probably gonna get flagged because it's gonna be like, "Stop spamming," because it literally looks like spam.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I can't respond in the chat. Okay, well, I'm gonna just respond in the private chat then.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
should be able to.
No, he needs to be on Twitch, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So yeah,
Gamer doesn't like let everybody else reply in
Yeah.
the chat, which is
It's
silly.
fine.
Want me to throw that up?
Yeah, I mean, I just need the Git repos owner repo community profile, like that part of it. But basically, if we go into a web browser, or if you want to even just do it in the terminal, you'd need to get out of this. Well, you're gonna need to exit first because you're
Yeah,
still
you want
in.
it there. Yeah.
You could also do that. Yeah. You can, okay.
No.
Nope. Just type in exit. Control C.
Control C. Yeah. Control C.
Control C again. There we go. Dot exit. See, this tells you exactly how much JavaScript I do. Is I can't even quit JavaScript. I can quit Vim. I can't quit JavaScript.
Well, that's weird. Like I've never had it. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
And then paste.
Well, that's definitely not going to work.
I'm like, I didn't think so, but I'm like,
No, that's
you
no,
guys
not
are
at all.
teaching me all the cool things today, so.
But you can curl it. You can do curl. Yeah, type in curl. And then just was it HTTPS :// yeah, the whole thing, api.github.com. And then just that last part there, the repos owner repo community profile. And we're gonna change a couple of things here. So we're gonna keep. Oh yeah, sorry.
Thanks, Anthony. Thanks.
Anthony pushed up his glasses and said, "Well, actually, on me." I don't know what slashes they are. They are the slashes.
Whatever slashes we need.
Exactly.
Okay. So
You got the right
ones.
And instead of owner, what we want to do is let's do ours. So that is, was it GitHub Community Standards? I think that's all dashes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are all dashes. So, and then we're gonna let's just do our actual project, which is also GitHub Community Standards dashes. And let's just hit enter there and see what we get. Yeah, so we're gonna get a bunch of information here. If you scroll up, you're gonna get like,
Oh, wow.
all this information that's available to us. This is not what we're going to use. This is just the opening to what we're going to use. So now, let's just hit up on that. We got to scroll back. Yeah, scroll back down to where we can see it. All right, now let's add another / for the people in the room. And then we'll do community-profile and then hit enter. Oh, sorry, I said dash. Sorry, it's community / profile. And then let's say enter there. And what we should get is some different information. We scroll up here. And this is what we're looking for. So that health percentage score, that is what our community health is. And then we can go in and see like what we're missing. So we have a code of conduct. The code of conduct is the contributor covenant, which is kind of funny because sure, I mean it is, but it's also not because we customized it, but sure, whatever. Code of conduct file. We have a path to that file. Scroll down. All right, and then here's the fun stuff. So like we have a license, we don't have a contributing document, we don't have an issue template, we don't have a pull request template, and that's what all those nulls are. So what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to build a JavaScript thing that basically takes us here and tells us what we want to know. And then we'll back work our way into putting this into a VS Code extension.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm following.
So this is where we create a new file. And I'm pretty sure this is all TypeScript. So I think we can just do JavaScript, right? Let's just do JavaScript. We'll see what happens. We'll be adventurous. We might break stuff.
Are we just going to do an index to start, or
Whatever, just call it whatever. Index.js, that's fine. Could be app.js, main.js, anything.js.
anything.js, all of the things.
All the JS. The first thing we'll need to do is we'll need to import OctoKit. Now, this is the challenge, is we got to figure out where in OctoKit we need to import. We don't need to import all of OctoKit. We need to just import like the part that we want, which is
So I have OctoKit open over here.
Yep.
And
OctoKit.rest endpoint. I mean, I guess we could just import all of OctoKit. That wouldn't be a problem. Wasn't necessarily what I was thinking. So that would be, what is it? Import OctoKit from, and OctoKit is the actual class as well. So it's going to be, let me see where you're at. Where's your screen here? Yeah, it's going to be like import OctoKit. Oh, can I type?
yeah,
Is that showing up? That's showing up?
Yeah.
Boom, look at that. So import OctoKit from OctoKit. And then let's just do console log OctoKit res. Oh, yeah. Well, we'd have to do you have to instantiate a new? Yep. So then you got to create a new OctoKit. Is that an app or? Let's see where you're at. You're in there.
Features, I'm going to go past that.
Yeah, go to usage. Load OctoKit. Oh, we're going to skip the CDN stuff because we already did that. OctoKit app, OctoKit API client. Standalone minimal is OctoKit core. OctoKit client can be used to send requests and queries. Okay, so yeah, just new OctoKit. And I don't think we need to pass any authentication, so OctoKit, or is it? Just do that, and then let's just console log that and see what happens.
And then just to make sure I remember correctly on okay, you are scrolling. I just can't see it because it's not all the way there. Okay, cool. And then we would just do run on this. Now I don't remember. Why am I not remembering this?
We'll let you run it directly.
Run dev run. I don't remember.
Oh, that's for like React and stuff. I think if you just do like, can you just do like node stuff, like node and then the name of the file, like node index.js?
Oh yeah, yes.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't JS like that.
I did that in Tweety tag. So yes.
Cannot use import statement outside of a module. What? I have no idea what that means. Is it just yelling that I?
Oh, homie, you're joining and leaving us.
So my guess is that it's yelling about something in here. Do we need to like npm like init or something like this just to make sure that everything is?
Um,
I'm gonna just Google it because why not? Yeah, in the nearest package.json. Let's see.
oh,
Mhm.
do we have to have a package.json in here?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jen, you want to do npm init? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to get it. Okay, yeah. I see. So yes and no. Yeah, yes and no. Like
Yes.
yes, we need the package.json, but no, we need to do it with the okay
Yeah.
npm init. Okay.
The classic British developer joke. Favorite packaging manager for all Brits. npm init. Just enter. It's fine. Again, we're throwing this away. It doesn't need to be anything great. Perfect. All right. So now
Okay,
let's try it.
and let's save. I click save now. So
Oh, you don't have autosave?
I haven't gone through and set all of this up. Maybe that's what I should do during your
Yeah.
stream next week, like the official stream with you.
Yeah. Oh no. Hit command or control
Oh,
C, command C. I don't.
I did.
Up one more. There we go.
Here we go.
Okay, see, we did that though. We did the npm init. First install, save, dev. Da, 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 da. Hmm. Is it because we're not doing like npm start or something?
Oh, do we need to throw a script in there?
Package type module. Do you just need to add package type module to it in the package.json?
Mm.
Boom. Try it now. Just Oh, hey, look.
Yay! We got
Tricked
more.
it.
It works.
Sweet. All right. So, probably shouldn't have done a like let's just load everything up. That probably
Yeah.
didn't like that very much. So now I'm gonna stop typing. I'm gonna take my hands off the keyboard. I'm gonna let Jen or homie type. In index.js, let's go check that out. So the way that OctaKit works is you can actually access the API the same way that you would the URL, except for instead of the slashes, they're like endpoints. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what is the REST API call for where we're trying to go. And if we look at the repo, there's a couple of ways that they do it. There's like, you can just do like an actual request and just say like, give me this information, which I don't really think that that's fun. I think there's probably a better way to do it, which is, where are you? Source, index. That's confusing. I'm going to just get away from that. Let's see what choose a license did. API index octakit/rest, and then they just do new octakit, get configuration license, get string token. Then they do some weird promise stuff. That's not it. Oh, so they do octakit.rest.licenses.git. So my guess is that we can probably do something like octakit.rest orgs.
Fools, I feel ya. I feel like we could do an entire book. And thank you for joining. Yes, Jay, what were we going to talk about next week? Because next week was planned. This week wasn't. So
That could. Oh, next week I think we're just doing some VS Code. Like, hey, let's make our VS Code stuff more
Yay!
fun.
Yeah, because I haven't like done my VS Code is still out of the box.
Yep.
And I am excited because I feel like I need to use the new theme manager and look at this stuff next week.
Oh, did you find the? Can you scroll up a little bit? Interesting. Okay, endpoint methods. That's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to find the endpoint method. Scroll up a little bit. Or sorry, scroll down a little bit. Other way. So yeah, now we got to figure out what the actual thing is called, which is going to be fun. See endpoint method, REST endpoint methods for full details. Can you just click on that link? I'm sure that's a link. I hope that's a link. If it's not a link, then they failed us. Where it says OctaKit plugin REST endpoint methods, and it's in blue.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, oh, I hate this. No, I want you to go into a new tab. Sorry, I
You're okay.
yell at a lot of them. I'm like, why can't it just? There we go.
Yeah. And the nice thing about this is that the way that they do this is they use it's like an open AI thing. So like they create an endpoint for every single endpoint that exists, and it's all like built in. Okay, cool. So it just shows us how we can use this. I don't think we need to actually mess with any of this stuff. We just need to figure out what we're looking for in here. But you may want to bookmark this page because if they're talking about how to use stuff in TypeScript, we're probably going to we'll need this again in the future.
You'll get your own folder, GitHub Community Standards.
I like it.
BCS, yay. Which we will call this, I don't know, we'll just leave it to what it's called.
That works.
And I should probably do it for this one too, just to make sure I got it. Okay, cool. Yay. Wow. This one.
All right. In order to get types beyond parameters and responses, OpenAI types is a direct translation of the official OpenAI spec. Go up. Okay. So let's check out that link there. All endpoint methods are documented in the docs folder. So let's just go to the docs folder. See what we got in there. All right, scroll down. I love how there's literally like codes of conduct there. It's just like sitting there staring at us. But that's not what we're looking for. We are looking probably for repos. It would be my guess.
All right, I'm just making sure I go to the end.
Yeah, so out of all of those, repos is probably closest. Okay. Or wait, what was the URL? You keep looking. Community profile. There wasn't a community one in there, was there?
This is why I don't like when they don't like open a new tab. Okay, so is there a community one in here?
Let's just do command find and type community. Or command F community. Oh.
I'm hitting Control F and it's not Control F in case anybody wanted to know on a Mac. It's Command F. It's not what I was typing.
Get community profile metrics. Boom. All right. Let's just click on that and see what it tells us. Definitely will want to bookmark this one. Okay. Boom. There. That's perfect. This is exactly what we need. This example here. Just copy that, paste that in.
And go over here.
Yeah.
Save. Why are you saying one's unsaved? I just clicked save.
That's
Maybe
fine.
I didn't. It's fine. It's cool. So, but it should be.
Let's get rid of that console log. We don't want that printing again. That's That's not necessary. Um, okay, and then but we do want to console log this output. So let's do like a const of that API call. So we just call it a request or something, or API. That's, I mean, it doesn't matter. Again, we're not plugging this into anything. Love it.
And then what I call it, do that.
Yep.
Okay, and then console log.
I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit for you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Good
Go
call.
ahead.
Good call. Okay, and then console log API request.
Awesome.
Save.
Now we got to do something. Don't run it. Don't run it yet. Let's go over to again. We're just cleaning this up a bit. We're not doing anything of too much value here. We're just making it so that we can actually look at it and see what's going on. All right, cool. I'm a Python person, so I indent everything, and if you don't like it, sorry. So if we're looking at this, we need to define who the owner is and who the repo is. Now, we could just do it directly in there, and I would probably say it would be easier to just type them in here. But we want to make sure that we actually know what we're looking at in the future. So let's just create two new variables, and we can const those. Those can be constants. So we just do const owner and const repo, and owner is going to be, well, they're both going to be the same thing. I wish you could.
Can I do them before this, or do I have to do them after they're?
You have to do it before.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I'm like, ugh. Okay, so const owner. Oh no, it's okay. So owner equal, and then I'll finish them. I just want to make sure.
Well, they're the same thing in our case, which is kind of nice.
Well, if we did it, yeah, because and then it
what
would
we
be
did.
and then we,
It's going to be in quotes, by the way.
yes.
I think it's GitHub Community Standards. There we go.
Yay.
And now this should run. So if we save, we run.
Let's make sure I actually saved.
So this is good to know. It's a promise. So it's an asynchronous request. And the way that works is we need to await it. So let's put all of this in a function. At the top, let's go up to everything below const doctikit. We're gonna do what is it? Is it async function? I can never remember how this works. I think it's like async function. And then you're gonna need to do the empty. Yep, you got it. And then the brackets around those objects. This is fine. I won't yell at your. Nope. We're just gonna hard code them in. There's no reason to make this more complicated.
So no curly brackets, because I thought we would have a curly bracket here.
You do, but you want to have it.
Your name. You got to put your name, async function, then name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Parentheses, then open your brackets.
Yeah, like that. And I'll let you name it because this is your project. You're gonna want to get rid of those, the greater than less thans too. And then just drag everything, or just drag that bracket down. Which if you use,
I didn't mean, sorry. Yes, if I use.
I'm trying to remember what it is now. I want to say
It's
I
go
no,
down and highlight them.
you
If
don't
you
even highlight
highlight
them.
it,
Just do option on that line. Just do option down.
drag that curly bracket. Yeah, curly
Yep,
bracket.
just option down,
Oh,
all the way
and it
down,
all the way down. Okay.
all the way
Use
down.
arrow. Yeah, option and arrow. There you go.
Yeah. Now we got to do one last. Well, we got to do two more things. We need to await that request. So the API request, it needs to be awaited. So we're gonna do await. What is it? Const API. I don't even think it can be a constant if it's awaited. Maybe it can. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think you do const API request equals
Equals.
await.
Yeah.
Await, right? ActoKit, yeah.
So up there, you're gonna do. Oh, no. Where I'm at.
11. I think you're on 11 or 12 down there, line 11.
Yeah, right there, the purple
Oh,
line.
okay. And
There you
wait, what?
You're gonna type in await. And then, yep, like that. And are you familiar with async await? Nope, just await. This is the right format. So JavaScript does this thing where it can operate asynchronously. And in order to do that, that means that it's going to get a bunch of information and keep going unless we tell it not to. And that's what this request is like, oh, hey, I'm giving you a promise that I'm working on it. Okay, well, we want to wait for you to be done with that so that we can get the information from it directly. So what we do is we wrap that in an await clause that says, await. So await, do this thing. And then at the end of the parentheses, is that a parentheses? Is that what they're called? Yeah, parentheses on line 15.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we're going to do a dot then. And that says, like, once you're done with that, then let's do some other stuff. And what we want to do is we want to just console log it. So we can do...
We got it.
Yeah, so instead of doing console log API requests, what we're going to do is we're going to do console log... do you know how, homie, what that calls for? Is it something like... It's not that, right? Or is it... what is it? Function...
So you'd want to log the go. I got to see a little higher on the screen there. So you want that constant that you made,
Yeah.
right?
So that should work,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk through what I just typed because I barely know what it is. This is a cheap way of writing a JavaScript function. Like, you could write it, but it only works in like certain scenarios, like where you have like one thing. We're saying, hey, with this being X, return console log of X. The other way to do this would be like something like function X console log X, something like that, or return console log X. It's like something like that. In most cases, when you're dealing with just one thing being returned, you can just do that, and then we're not doing that anymore. Does that make sense? Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You can say no because it barely makes sense to me, and
Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, it makes enough sense on the logic. I think if I were to try to go make this myself, I would be a little stuck and wouldn't make sense. But like, in context, it makes sense.
and that's why we're doing it this way, is because then we can add doc strings or documentation to all of this, or comments to all of this, and walk through what we're doing, so that if you want to develop on this, because at some point we're going to have to put this into our program, and some things are going to change. So, in our function, we're not passing anything. We are going to have to pass something because we're going to have to get that information from the VS Code client itself. But yeah, if we run this now, it does nothing. Oh, because we didn't call it. So at the bottom, let's just do API request.
Hmm.
And you need to, I think you need to put open and closing parentheses at the end,
Oh, at the end. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which says, hey, run that. And then what we should now get is some information. API request is not defined. Oh, we didn't close our function, did we? I thought we did. Did we not?
Yeah, it's closed right there.
Oh, no.
No, we'd have to return that API request. No, return it out of the function. Or no, that's just a console log. No, that's not the function. API request isn't the function. The function is more up. The GCS, is that what you call it?
GCS is the function, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
GCS is the function, yeah.
Foiled by our own naming.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Naming is hard. There we go.
Yay!
All right, so this gives us the information that we want. Also, it tells us how many we've used and how many we have left. Let's scroll down there. Scroll down a little bit. So this will be important. Up a little bit.
This is great.
Up a little bit more. Okay, so you see that X rate limit 60 remaining.
Mhm.
That is because we're not authenticated. We can authenticate, and this will change this. And what I've noticed they do in Choose a License is they authenticate using the user's API key. I don't know how that works, so I'm probably just going to copy and paste what they did and be like, cool. Also, their project is MIT licensed. We have full permission to do that. Technically, if we wanted to just make our own version and put it in and keep it synced, we could. But why? Let's just give them all the props because they did the work. So we got time. We don't we've got 48 more requests that we can use. It's not the end of the world. But if we start seeing that go down a little bit, what we may need to do is throw in a API key, and we'll have to figure that out when we get there. So this is the information that we need to pull, but what I would like to see us be able to do here is a couple of things, and that's create a function that is like, hey, we've got content, like here's where we are. So if we just say like what the health score is, like your health score is 62. And then we have, here are the files that you're missing. So out of that files path, here's everything that's null.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's all our stuff right there that we need.
Yeah,
Right there.
exactly. And then that's where I'm going to be like, homie, do the thing where you make a notification pop up that says like your health score is this. These are the files that you're missing. And then
and then we'll pop up, give them the option to do Yep.
And then we just need to focus on, and then at that point, like the base level extension is done. And then we have those other extensions that we're talking about developing after the fact that are like, oh, hey, add a contributing document. And then we go through the process of building that contributing document, which again, I think that that's easier said than done. Like what we're hoping to do is basically build off of the backs of giants and say, we can't build your contributing document for you, but what we can do is look at videos and blog posts and things and tell like what a good contributing document will need, and then create prompts that allow them to kind of assemble or what I would say mise en place, put all the things together, everything in one place.
Right.
All of the different pieces, and then create a file based off of those individual pieces. But we got a long way for that. So let's start first with the detecting null in those files. Mise en place is like one of my favorite. I actually have a project that I dubbed mise en place, which is like, it's a text user interface that just gives me like the latest things happening in like Python's Reddit as well as like stuff that I've bookmarked.
Oh, okay. I want to check that out.
I mean, it's garbage. I would not I would not mess with that too much.
Not for public consumption.
No, it's really not. I don't even know if it's on GitHub. It might not be on GitHub. Um, so yeah, I would definitely look at creating an issue. I don't know what the issue would be. You can do a blank issue. You don't have to do a bug report, or you can just clear all that out. That's kind of fine too. Because we don't really unless you have a bug. I don't think we have a bug.
We don't have a bug yet.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, so next steps is we would need to figure out what null is, like
How to grab null from, yeah. Or
um,
how to discover which files are missing, or which components are missing. I guess that would be the right word.
Also, maybe I was thinking too, it showed in there an object, in the fields that had objects, but maybe we should look in, how do we verify that that object satisfies the community standards? I'm wondering if we could see that piece of data, that object, they have that check mark, they have that green check mark.
So I would say I mean, we can. The challenge with that is I don't even think GitHub does any of that. It's just like, do you have this file? If so, cool.
Okay.
There might be some logic for things like licenses and things like that, but I mean, how does it know what my GitHub issue template is? Like, hey, I have an issue template. Yeah, it's garbage, but it's like it's an issue template. Like that's not gonna change anything.
Hmm.
So I would just say, like, if we just find null, like null is probably
Okay.
good enough in this case.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm, but request. There we go. Endpoint. I'm gonna paste this really quick. But how would we say that then? Need to define null components to.
Yeah, well, just need to identify which components are null.
Hmm. And if it has that object array showing in there, then we'll just return.
Just
We'll
cool.
just leave that alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think we think about that too much. We're just like,
Yeah. So I see what you're saying. We just search for just the null.
yeah,
Just look for the null if it's null.
you just, I mean, we know we only have a limited number of objects, so we don't need to worry about like, again, the JavaScript people will probably yell at me for this. We don't need to make it the most performant thing possible. We literally need to iterate through these 8 objects and figure out which ones are null. If we just do a for loop here, like, it's fine. We don't need to do a map and filter. We could probably do a map and filter just to make it easier. Like if we just do like filter this, X is null. Which now actually I want to try that and just see like.
Yeah, that'd be perfect, right? Because it'll pull out all those X's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would for our GitHub, would we? It's not going to be an ad. Would it just be? Would that be enough for the issue, or do we need to define it more because it's not a feature or anything?
Oh no, don't worry about that. Just I would just assign it to yourself if you want to, and then like let's just work on it. While you're
Okay.
doing that, I'm just seeing like if I can sketch out like what this should look like. Um, hmm. How does that work though? Because that's not gonna be. That's a. It's an object. It's not necessarily a. Hmm.
Oh yeah, the whole thing was an object, not an array. Yeah. Let's see.
Hold on. Let's see. JavaScript
You got to drill into these files.
object
Yeah.
filter. I'm pretty sure there's like an object filter. How to filter an object with JavaScript using reduce and keys. Okay. Object entries. Oh, and that's just an array. That just makes it okay.
So I guess we want to look at the files and then by index or by their key, and then find the ones with a value of null. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
A way to drill down in there, huh?
there's a way to drill into it. You can implement this more elegantly using Lodash's flow function, which behaves like a pipe function that lets you change static methods like object from entries.
This one is starting to go above my head. So I vote you share your screen, Jay, because then you can see what you're searching for and as you're going through. So
I mean, don't feel bad. This is I'm figuring out the same stuff. I'm just reading and like scrolling and being like, does this work? Because there's a couple of thoughts here because we're not sure what the we're not sure what this output is, and I don't necessarily. Oh, wait, let's just do this. Copy and paste this output, your actual output. Just paste that in there. We'll paste the whole thing because we're gonna need to. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need to make sure that we can actually get to it correctly. Perfect. Just paste that. Put it on like line 17. Yeah. All right. So if we've got this object here, let's just call this. And I'm just going to comment this out just to save us some API calls. Because then, and we're not going to do that. So now we can hammer this all we want for free. All right, so we have this object. What do we do with this object? Oh, did I put something in the wrong spot here? Nope. This. Cool. We can also, yeah, there we go. All right. So if we have that and we just want to see what we're working with, let's play around a little bit. Console log request dot this is what I figured. All right, so we need to first get to it, which means that it is in data. Request dot data files. Was that files there? Was that it? Data files. Actually, first and foremost, health percentage. Your health score is that. Can you run that? And oh, I should save it. Oh, can you save it? I don't know if I can save it.
I got it saved.
Okay.
71.
Oh, I didn't get the outputs, and I'm having to jump over here. Did it? It said that it yelled. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do a end thing there. Try again. Apparently it does let me save, by the way.
Okay.
Reading health percentage. Read properties of undefined. Is it not? Oh, maybe it's not a dot. Maybe it's
Is it date or is it supposed to be date or data?
Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be data. Good catch.
Good catch.
I'll let you do that. You got that. You
Oh,
earned that one.
okay. Thank you.
You
Thank you.
you earned that one.
All right. Let's see if we.
Okay, boom. Your health score is 62. There.
Look
Okay,
at
so
that.
so
Yay.
homie's literally gonna copy and paste that and be like, my job is done. You may even be able to put that down in the little bottom bar. Do like health score
You know,
six, all of those
that might be
things.
nice. Health score right there. Show that off.
Yeah, just because especially if you like pull like a brand new project and you're like, oh, why is the health score so low? Like,
Right.
and
Right. And
that's
then,
a non-invasive reminder.
right. And then what we should do is make it an active button, Jay. Where you click on the button, it takes you, it opens up the community
See,
standards
see, this is
extension and runs through it for you real quick.
teamwork. All right, so Jen, all we've done. We made that output there that we got. We made that into a variable called request, and now we're just drilling into request. Tracking.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where we said your health score is whatever this value was. Go get that value. And now we can actually just do the exact same thing again, and instead, well, let's figure out some stuff first. We're gonna create files are, and I don't know. We'll fire this for now because I'm sure I'll break something if I don't. Not let. Request.data.files. Can we do as array? No. Okay, so this is the part that I wasn't sure about. Oh, that's jQuery. No, we don't want jQuery. jQuery doesn't do nothing for us. Okay.
And homie dropped us a heads up.
Oh no.
And I just realized my fan on my computer is not on. So it's like freaking out at me.
Oh, it's very upset.
Yeah, I should probably turn that on so it's not so mad.
As one in combination with objects assign.
Yay, homie's back.
Welcome back, homie. Object filter. That's a lot of stuff. Using map and spread syntax instead of reduce. Using object entries or from entries. Okay.
Aha. I think I figured out how to make it so it just follows you around.
Oh, very cool.
I think so. We're gonna find out.
Solution in vanilla JavaScript. Object entries from or dot filter. Yeah, so it's just saying it wants you to do from entries, or what includes. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, so if we do request data files from entries, or is it from entries that file? Yeah, I did that backwards. So this is, we're creating a new object from the entries of this. And then we need to filter. So filter, what is this? What are you telling me? Filter, and then we're gonna do key value. Oh, filter with key value. key value. Return. Nope. My example is being lost here. Oh, you just do whether or not it's true or false. So then we say.
So this is the part that I'm going to be sad about leaving StreamYard, is not having
Music.
feeding the ducks.
Do you have Epidemic Sound?
No, I need to get it
Yeah.
because I need to get more royalty-free music for sure.
Yeah. Can you run this? I don't think that. Oh, hold on. Sorry. One second. We're gonna do that and then console log files. Okay. Yeah. Can you run that?
No.
Object is not iterable, cannot read property, simple iterator. Oh, object entries, whatever the values are. Okay, I messed up here. Object front entries. Like that. Try that.
Not exactly what we were going for, right?
No.
Okay. I'm like,
Oh yeah, we had that twice. Okay, let's start with just this. Try that. Okay, so now it's giving us the data. So then we need a filter. And we need...
would we do like code of conduct as a filter and then if equal null?
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to avoid having to write it for each one.
Okay.
And just have it as a one-liner. One-liner, it doesn't have to be a one-liner. Just it can be, you know, this works too. It's mostly so that like when we go to make the change, because we're doing the same thing for all of them, we only have to make that change once instead of making it, you know, like if for some reason they went from being null to being like empty or something like that, then we just change that area.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, and then value equals.
Thank you, Ryan, for sharing. Yeah, we
Try that.
this one isn't currently up. What we're currently working on is just a scratch pad, but I might still upload it.
There it goes.
Yay! Because I feel like we're making progress. Plus, it's a good learning experience that others can possibly use.
Yeah. All right. So let's break down what we did here. We created this files folder, and the first thing in that files folder is like, or sorry, I said folder. We created this files like object type thing. I don't even know if you had to do like that. Now I'm tempted to just be like, can we do? Well, before I break it, let me.
I'm glad you thought that because I was like, please don't make it all go away. Like I will like stop the screen so I can go back and look.
Yeah. Request data files. Can we just do filter like that? Does that work? Try that. Filter is not a function. Okay. That's fine. Oh no, we still need files.
I know that this is on repeat, but this is still like my favorite. Lo-fi. I just always like it. Just makes me happy.
The reason I'm trying to figure this out is like I feel like it's already like why do we need to, if it's already an object, why do we need to make it an object again? And that's where I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong.
Homie, just as a heads up in case I didn't say this out loud, you're on mute just because it had weird noises, but I don't want to make you think that we're not wanting to talk to you or hear you.
Oh, I've been talking. I guess you haven't been hearing. That's okay.
I'm sorry if we have been ignoring you all this time.
I just like, they're in the trenches. No worries. They're in the trenches.
No, not at all.
No, I muted you just because there was like some weird noise, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I'm testing our mutes on whose noise it is.
Yeah.
But I'm like, normally homie would have something to say about this, so I better make sure he knows he did.
Yeah, obviously, huh? Well, I cannot take blame for the noise then. The noise was not me.
Oh, okay.
Try it now. I just really hate the idea. Okay, yeah, that doesn't seem like I don't.
Okay, so you made it into an array of arrays.
Okay. Huh. An array of arrays. Okay, so that's what the object from entries are. It's basically taking that array of arrays and being like, hey, I turned them into an object for you, which honestly we don't even need. I doubt we want it to look like that though, to where it says like all lowercase and none of that stuff. So what I would probably do is do like make another object that says like that. It's called like.
As a heads up, I'm gonna eat some food while we're streaming, so I'm gonna mute myself and turn off my camera, but I'm still here.
Okay.
So if you need me to run something, I'm here.
Okay. I will need you to run something in a second, but you got some time.
As soon as she puts it back.
I mean, I think you can give me like the ability to run these.
Oh yeah, Jen, in yours you go in and open the terminal to him. So you let him live share your terminal.
Then I'm going to delete all your files. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That'd be rude.
I mean, it's just granola bars, so it's not bad, but I know people don't like freak out seeing other people eat. Like some people have that, so I'm like, I should not eat on camera. I don't know how to do that, to give you access for that, so.
Let me see where I found that.
But it gives me something to do when you get far enough, so I'm like, yeah, I'll run it.
You're like... I don't really know the best way to like do this, so we're just going to do it that way. Why am I not copying this? Come on now. Rookie numbers. Let's go. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually interesting because I think code of conduct is attached to. I think it's attached to the file, but I think the file is actually more important. That way, if you provide your own custom code of conduct, I wonder what that does here if this is null. That might be a test to try out. Okay. Okay, something like that. Of course, it's gonna yell at me because I capitalized the thing. Oh dear. Oh, it's never red. That's fine.
I got back in time. I'm excited.
All right. So what we want to do now is this. Like, we actually don't want to do. Let's see, objects from entries. That was like that. Okay, so we want that still, and then we want to go in and mess with this filter, and instead of actually passing in the filter, we're gonna do
Could we just direct it to a different file that had directions? Like if it was a code of conduct file and it shows, like it'll run something else.
Well, that's kind of what this GH files here is we don't necessarily want it to, like, we don't want to do the whole like let's start, you know, prompting them to change stuff. We just want to be able to give them a value that they can then decide to do something with if they want. And that's why
well, if it's like that, I meant like more like if it showed a different file, just so that way it was like another, like a readme for that code of conduct of what they could change. Or something like that.
Not sure. Right now, I just wanted to instead of saying like code of conduct with all lowercase and stuff like that, have it actually output regular text.
Okay.
And,
Hey, Jake,
what's up?
total side note, just real quick, it's bothering me a little. Can I change that name, your bar name let files? Can I change that?
Yeah, sure. I like it. Beautiful. But now what we want to do is we want to filter this based on these keys. So we're like, and that's where I'm trying to jump back into this of like, Oh, includes key. No, it's not includes key. It's like key value. Is it still key value though? It is still key value, where GH files keys. Key. Oh, wait. Maybe this changes to GH files. And then this is request data files key is equal to null. Jen, try that. Oh,
That
hold
looks-
on. Wait. We gotta replace this with missing entries. There we go. Okay, what was the error? Objects is not defined. Okay, that's because I did objects, not object. Okay, nope. Okay, there we go. Try again. There we go. Those are the things missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an object which is 3 items. That's easy enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, in reality, like you said, we don't necessarily even need the objects from entries. If we just do that and we get that array of arrays, you just do map. What is it? At index 1. So.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me acting like I know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm
You're
doing.
doing it.
You're doing more than I know how to do. And
Try that.
I'm learning a lot by
Now try it.
watching it all and
Yeah. That. All right. So let's add some comments here.
Look at
First-
that. That put out an array of just the objects.
Yeah.
Dude, Jason got the mojo.
Now we're just getting cocky. And then say.
Oh yeah, he's gonna pull apart now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Try that. This could go terribly wrong. Nope.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you make it something like you're missing the following files.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's your message there. And it's like, oh yeah, you're doing all these things, and I mean you could also just join them on a new line too, which probably would look cleaner.
Yeah, that might look a little. Hey, Jen, I know Jay was saying this is throwaway. Don't throw this away.
yeah, I know. I was just saying that earlier. I was like, no, I'm gonna still upload this one.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. We just have to know where to upload it. That's the,
right.
that's the real challenge. Because yeah, what this is if you run it like this, what we're doing is now we're just styling the like what the error message would be. Like, you're missing the following files.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. And what we may want to do is, like, you may not even want that in this join statement like this. You may want it as separate entries. That way each entry could be a clickable thing.
Hold on,
Or-
I'm gonna swap these console logs real quick just because I think it'll look a little better.
Or the other side of that is you can, instead of joining them as one, you can do like a for each. So if we do like, we're gonna wrap this, we're gonna do like for let message equal, oh wait, no, it's for, what is it, for let message in missing entries.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Oh. And then we'll throw this on top of that. Like that.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll rip this out. That there. And like, I know we're like playing right now, but this will allow us to like construct that message in a way of like, you could do something with this.
Right.
Like console log, this is just message, and then something like that. Run that.
I will say I also think I like the run that part, because then I get to go, yeah, I get to clicky.
Okay, so
That's the part.
this is where we did something wrong. Oh, it's probably just doing the. Let's do like this, or no, it's not in. It's of.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh wait, I already did the map. So yeah, it's just run that. Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. So then so this console log isn't necessarily a console log. What it becomes later is like, I don't know, VS Code button something. I don't know, like.
Yeah, right.
Yes, does
Yeah.
look good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, this is just driving me insane. I'm renaming this one.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I was trying to figure out the best way to look at that, because having it as all caps, like, some of these are supposed to be all caps.
Yeah.
Oh, but did I break it? I didn't do it.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
It doesn't know what VS Code button is. It's like,
I didn't do it.
yeah, no. It was just like, I don't know what you're doing. It's like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me here.
Okay, let me say one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
we're
easier
good.
to read that way. I'm like,
Yeah.
the cap one is making me like go, ah. Yes. I randomly click things, and now I have a clicking counter
Yeah.
when I randomly click things. Nice one, Ryan.
Yeah. But all right, so this is like this is the core logic of what we're trying to do.
Right.
Now we would need to type scriptify it, which is not a thing that I can do right now. My brain is, I think I'm done. I think I'm brain dead. So let's do the easy part of this,
Okay.
which is documenting the things that we need. And what we can do is we can test this on one of my projects just to make sure that everything still works. So first things first, we're gonna remove these comments.
Well,
So now-
I was thinking, do one of your projects have like nothing in it?
When you say nothing, probably not, but I probably have some that need a lot of work, so. So if we do async function get request, or we can say get standards, get community standard, something like that. And what is this doing? This is, well, first import, oh.
Hey Jay, what if on that function community standard score? You want to? That sound a little?
Well, because we're getting all of the data itself,
Yeah,
I didn't want to do the
extra stuff,
score. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So like what? Create a new OctaKit instance, then fetch the standards of the current application or the current repo. And what we'll do is we're going to take those out because these are placeholders right now. We're going to pass them into this owner repo like that. And then we're going to pass that stuff in. This can all be one line. We don't need to make that any more complicated. Like that. I'm actually surprised those are objects like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a weird call. But we're gonna keep the then on the next line just so that we can like And then instead of that, instead of console log, we're just gonna do that. I think that works. We don't need. I'm gonna comment this out. I'm gonna just drag it to the bottom. That way it's all clean. These are also constants. There we go. That way we can test it on something that we haven't messed with before. That'll have a different result.
Let's see.
That I'm embarrassed about, but it's fine. Oh, you're already running it, and say it's probably not ready yet. It's probably.
Oh, no. I like to clicky. So this is the fun part about doing it on my computer, and while you're still doing it,
you can just run it. You can just run it, and well, just remember we're actually hitting the API. So every time you use it, that's less API calls we get.
Except if the request is not defined, then we aren't hitting it.
I don't know, because I think we might still be. I honestly, I don't know. Because I don't know if creating the actual link is an API is a hit on, because we are doing new OctaKit, and like that might still be ticking that down. So then we've done that, and we do like, all right, retrieve the missing entries and return their cleaned up name.
Oh, if you're looking, Jen, it's over on the left side on the bar where the icons are. Way left side on your Explorer, and you go down to live share if you wanted to add it to the terminal, if that's what you're looking for.
Create a new mapper.
Oh no, I just didn't.
Okay.
I want to stop following him.
Oh, because I'm just all over the place. Am I like,
and I just don't know how to stop following people.
I think it's on the left bar, those three dots. It's probably hidden. It's the live share icon. The three dots on the way left of your Explorer.
Oh.
Left side. Up. Those three dots. Yeah, click that. Live share. Click that, and live share is hidden under there. Did you click the three dots?
Yeah. I'm clicking it. It's not doing anything. Oh, it made it very, very small. But
yeah, that's it.
And then, but additional views comes up giant.
There you go. Yeah, hit that live share.
No wonder that was confusing. Okay. Aha. Unfollow. Yay.
There you go.
Homie, do you see what I'm doing with this?
Okay. Walk me through. I'm looking. Oh yeah. Okay.
So making it an engine as well, making it an object, so that later on when we call these, we can just say like, when we go to save it, you're just whatever that file type is called, file. That'll also make this easier when we do TypeScript, because TypeScript is super finicky about stuff. So
right.
We'll make this like, we'll have like this, like, I don't even know, const
structure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually that's what it is, isn't it? It's like something struct or.
Oh no, you want to do a type or an interface. A type or an interface.
Yeah. So
interface probably. Yeah. Interface.
Yeah, interface like gh file, something like that. Mm-hmm. And that's a struct. And then you have to do like that whole thing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think it's something like this. And then you would do name.
I think you can get rid of the struct and the
string.
colon.
Oh, do you?
You're good. Yeah, get rid of that. That's it right there. I think it has to be capital, right? Is that? Am I remembering that right?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
that guy.
then, so then when you do your next interface for like whatever GH files are, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
then it's
It's tight and consistent. Yeah.
yeah, and then it's just like GH file or something like that. I think it's something along those lines. I don't really remember. And maybe this isn't an interface or a struct. It's something else.
A type.
Because each of these are different. So it's like I don't know if it's a class or like what that is, but it would be something. I'm just gonna comment all that out and be like, we'll need to define the types somewhere, like in TypeScript. Yeah. So then, yeah, like Jen, how far are you tracking so far? Are you good, or do I need to slow down, or?
No. Like I'm tracking. I'm letting it sink in. Like I'm still tracking. It's more of, I think, just seeing it.
Well, this file here, it seems like we got ourselves a few things that, like Jay's notes right now, we could do is throw them in as issues, and then start typing them. And then that one, I'll go ahead and get the base extension done today and start that and get that and see if I can get OctoKit hooked up in there. And then I'm worried about that. I want to make sure we get whatever we got to do so we can not get limited by the API either. I don't want that.
So if you go to, if you look at how Ultra Foreign is doing, I'll put it in the private chat. You can see how he's calling it. Actually, let me just go directly to the file that he does. He calls it in API index.ts.
Guys, it's just about 11. I gotta jump off.
Yeah, I'm
been
just
doing this forever.
I'm just gonna clean this up and then we can bounce off. I gotta do some work.
Yeah. I'm gonna go jump in. It'll be in the repo. Yeah, Jen, you're gonna throw this in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Then I don't know where we put it in there, but I'm sure Jay can guide me. And then I'll get that extension started today.
I was just going to and see if this theory works, but if I add the files to my clone, as long as it's a different file name than index and install OctoKit, then it should upload to community standards, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you even want to put it as like a scratch, like I would just rename it to like scratch and then just put that file name in your clone. And it should work.
Yeah. Scratch. Oh, the old scratch. Okay, guys. Hey, this was a great session, guys.
Yay!
Check you guys out. We'll talk later tomorrow. We'll talk on Discord or what have you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, homie.
All right. See ya.
All right, Jen. I think
You've done all the things and stuff.
Well, I didn't do all the things. I'm cleaning up. I'm basically making it so it's more copy and pasteable into our project, because that's my fear, is that you're going to copy and paste and be like, why didn't it work? And it's because TypeScript is savage at times.
Fair enough.
But all this is doing is making it so that as we need to call these things, we'll have a little bit of a nicer time. There's probably also this argument of like path options or something like that. That's probably just .github or root. that.
Well, I mean, this works for like you and I can still work on this, and I'll keep sharing it with you. But I think for today, like we are
Oh
good
yeah.
with the streams. So y'all, as a heads up before I just say goodbye, y'all are getting rated, to another coding stream. So that's starting, and see y'all on Thursday. Thursday, I'm probably doing something with this project or with the Tweety Tag app. So see you then. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.